Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and this is a Dimple lock pick. It says it's an AB pick, but I've seen this before where AB just seems to be a generic name for a type of keyway, I think, in China. I don't know, but if you see AB, quite often it's a Dimple lock pick of some kind, I find. If anybody knows why, please tell me in the comments below. Anyway, so this does have some markings on. You can see here you have where you start picking from, which is the neutral position. And by the way, you can't adjust this whole piece, the flag and the bit which attaches to the handle is all one solid bit, which is good and bad, I think. I have noticed there is a small amount of corrosion on here, and it is corrosion. Oh, sorry, that so when you scratch your nail down a blackboard thing, that is rough. I'm sure I could just polish it out, but I left it here for the video. So yeah, I bought this on AliExpress for £20. They're not sponsored, by the way, but yeah, this is a Dimple lock pick, and it's just a 2-in-1. And there is the half key blade which used for tensioning. Here is the pick tip, which is curved, and it's actually really thin and a very good tip, albeit a bit wide. What kind of locks does this pick? Well, it picks very generic keyway Dimple locks like this. So this is probably one of the most common Dimple lock keyways for older low security Dimple locks. Not all of them, but some of them. And so this key blade will go down these locks like this and tension the keyways by turning this knurled part of the handle. You would then use the pick tip. So I've got two different locks here actually. This is generic Chinese made lock, this is probably designed for, and a Avocet Pioneer Plus lock, which is much better. So how would you use this tool? Well, you retract the pick tip back, you put the blade in, you would tension the lock, and then you would put the tip into the lock at the neutral position, which is this little arrow here, aligned with this slightly badly painted marker, and that is your sort of neutral position here. You can see that if you were to pick on the pins, as you turn this, it goes up to 5, so it's like 5 depths. I don't know if that actually aligns to any particular model of lock. I mean, I've seen some of these with like 8, 9, 10 different pin depth, so I don't know what significance this has. Maybe this is designed for a particular lock. This is a Chinese lock pick after all. Maybe it's designed for a particular type of lock, which is very common in China, and this is its 5 pin cut depths it aligns to, so you can decode it as well. I'm not so sure, but it does work on all of the standard Dimple lock keyways like this that I have, as long as they don't have sliders or anything in it. So yeah, its construction isn't bad, I think, for £20. This key blade here is actually really solid and nicely made, I have to say. I don't know how they've done it. It's machined very well. The knurling on the pick tip and the body of this, the main tensioning bit, is really nice. The anodizing is a little thin. I don't know whether you can tell that there's just little bits like this where it's just rubbed or worn off. Not a big deal, and like I said, the paint isn't always perfect, but I think you've got to bear in mind this was £20 delivered. It's not so bad. Now, there are some locks which look like it could work, like this Yale, but unfortunately this is a reverse keyway, so if I put this in, which it fits, I can't pick, and if I reverse it, it won't go in because the cutouts for the warding are on the wrong side, and I could put it in this way, but it just cover up the pins, so that wouldn't be any use. So yeah, there isn't a way for this to sort of enter this lock, which is a shame. So it's only for the right-handed keyways, not these left-handed keyways. So if I show you side by side, you'll see what I mean. So this will fit in here, but it won't fit upside down in here. I think what I'll do before I come on to some conclusions, some good and bad things about this, is just show you a couple of demos. I'll do one with the cheap Chinese lock and then one with the Avocet Pioneer, and I'll come back. So this is the first lock, very generic Chinese made, I believe, lock, and this blade won't go all the way in to its stock position because it's a short cylinder, but that shouldn't matter so much. We still get tension. Just going to turn this anti-clockwise and pick clockwise, and just feel my way along the pins and see if I can't convince anything to set. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, and oh, already into what feels like a bit of a full set. So let's try pin 1 there. 2, 3, okay. Just trying to pick my way along these pins and pull back through. Try not to overset anything. Just picked pin 4 for the 3 there, and we are open. So yeah, I mean it works. It's a bit gritty, but I think that's more the lock than the tool. So yeah, that's lock number 1. And for our second and last demo, we'll have a look at what I could say is a real lock. It's actually an Avocet Pioneer Plus. It's got trap pins, security pins made by Avocet to make the ABS lock, which is very cool. And this is a full size proper cylinder, so that key blade will go all the way down. We can then start to apply some tension and just go along these pins. Pin 1, little click, 2, little click, 3 there, 4, nice, nothing on 5, nothing on 6, okay, back to beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4 again, nice click, nothing on 5, 6 now, little click, good, back to the beginning, 1, little click, 2, little click, 3, nice click, just check 4, 5 and 6, again back to beginning, 1 feels fine, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, so just check each pin in turn now. Pin 1, nice, and we are open. Look at that, lovely. Now this won't open all the way because we're in a trap pin position. We can use this pick to just tap the tops of the pins till we find this pin here, which is pin 3 I think, and just click it, and there we got the open, and that should spin all the way around now and give you that full 360-degree pick. Pretty cool. So as you can see, for the keyway that this blade fits in, this is actually quite effective. As I've already said, it's quite good construction for the money, £20. The finishing is okay at that price, but the machining of the blade here and the actual pick tip itself is very thin and beautifully curved. I don't know how they machined that, but it is actually quite nice, and it's very thin at that end. I'll come on to the cons in a minute, but the other thing to mention, which I did mention earlier, is it does have these little cuts, and they're not painted, they're cuts, which help you align your tip onto the various pins. So that'd be pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 7. But actually, whilst there are 7 cuts on here, it's quite often you find that the pins are slightly above or below those cuts. The other thing is, this is a bit odd, is think about it. These locks are always, well, always, 95% of the time, this orientation in a door lock. If I put this in to pick it, you'll notice that those cuts to show you where the positioning is of the tip are not visible from this side. You'd have to be picking always from just one side to see what's happening. I'd prefer if these grooves were completely all the way around and they were lighter and maybe filled with some paint. And there's no way to sort of flip this over or change it because it's actually attached to the pick tip. So overall, it is very functional. It does work on this sort of generic style keyway. So I can't say that it's a necessarily bad tool, apart from the fact that, like I said, I think these markings need to be all the way around. I might extend them with a file and colour them in with a bit of black nail varnish and take the excess off so it's better markings. I don't like the fact that the tip's corroded. It's a good tip. It works very well, and I think that it's a little bit wide, so maybe filing some of this off from the back carefully to make this a tiny bit thinner, maybe take 1mm off the tip would be a bit better. But overall, for the money, not bad for a generic type of lock. However, you've also got to bear in mind, for around somewhere between £30 and £50, depending on the model and where you buy, you can get something like this, which is a Lishi style dimple pick, and this is the ISAO R6. As you can see, it's very, very similar. And no, this doesn't fit into, you'd have to get the right Lishi because the warding is very different for an ISAO R6. But yeah, these are quite good. They have the advantage of folding flat or quite flat like that, albeit a bit longer. So that's better to throw into a kit. The depth markings are not quite as clear because they're just a range of cuts on this half moon, so I suppose that is slightly better for that. But because this is specific for a specific lock, these actual markers for the pins are exact, and that tip is nice and thin, so you're getting a precise hit on the tops of those pins too. The tensioning's quite easy on these as well, but you know, it's not as comfortable, I guess, as this knurled handle. And whilst the pick tip is perfectly functional on this little knob here is a little bit more difficult. So in many ways this is a much more sort of comfortable design, but this one in some ways is also slightly more practical in the way that it works and the precision for the particular type of lock that you're getting. For £20 at the same time, for a generic 2-in-1 lockpick, which does definitely work quite well, if you can just sand off the corrosion, put a little bit of machine all over it and keep care of it, this should do you quite well as well. So I'm not sure if that is a good conclusion or not, but it is the conclusion you're getting, which is you tend to get what you pay for. The Lishi style picks are definitely going to be better for a specific lock, but for £20 delivered, this isn't bad for that generic style of dimple lock, although it will only work in, again, just like the Lishi picks, certain keyways. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you have any comments, put them below. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. If you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing if you think it's worth it, because it really does help my channel out and I really do appreciate it. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.